Located about 30 miles southwest of the Loop lies the village of Tinley Park, Illinois. This village is located in the heart of the I-80 corridor and has experienced major commercial growth as popular businesses have been built along the bustling expressway. Join me, Paul Bournet, as I travel through this village and unveil some little-known facts about Tinley Park. Thousands of people travel from all over the Chicagoland area throughout the warmer months to see their favorite musicians perform at the outdoor amphitheater, while the convention center draws in out-of-towners with anything from car shows to banquets at its updated venue. But Tinley Park wasn't always so well known. In 1890, a little over 200 people lived on the land. Tinley became one of Cook County's fastest growing communities as population doubled every decade from 1950 to 1980. It grew to over 57,000 residents by 2012 and expands almost 20 square miles. Even though this village has grown over the years, one thing remains the same: its rich history. Tinley Park ultimately received its name with the election in 1892 to establish this village as a local government. The name Tinley was actually chosen to honor longtime Rock Island station agent Samuel Tinley Sr. He was a fairly prominent citizen, well-liked and respected in the community. A lot of activity centered around the train depot, so many people like businessmen, farmers, new settlers, and locals would often communicate with Mr. Tinley in one way or another. Park was added to the name, creating an image of a pleasant, lush area. The area within the 1892 village boundary has been deemed a designated historic district. Within this district lies the Old Zion Lutheran Church, which was built in 1884. This building is home to the Tinley Park Historical Society. Now known simply as The Landmark, this venue is a popular spot for weddings and tours. There are also many photos and knickknacks in this building which capture stories about Tinley's past. It holds a replica of the first progressive wind-driven mill that stood in this village before it even had its current name. Prior to 1892, Tinley was called the Village of Bremen, signifying the tie to the community's German roots, which were apparent in the 1840s. All sorts of commerce thrived in the early days, especially farming. A progressive wind-driven mill and grain elevator helped Bremen serve the needs of the entire region. Farmers brought grain from all around the area and used the wind-driven mill to grind it up, while the grain elevator was used as storage for shipment. By 1852, this area had the Chicago, Rock Island, and Pacific Railroad lines traveling through it. The railroad was actually the magnet that attracted people to the area, and the village ultimately developed into a small commerce center. At the turn of the century, Tinley Park encountered a big scandal along the tracks. There was a train robbery that took place, eerily similar to what might have been a big Hollywood blockbuster back in the early 1900s. The robbers attempted to swipe as many valuable things as they could while the train traveled through Tinley. The train station continues to operate just one street north of Tinley Park's Historical Society. Commuters also pass by engine number 1892 on a daily basis. This monument stands at Tinley Park's train station to commemorate the village government's 100th anniversary and to recognize the railroad's key role in its development. Tinley Park's business community has always consisted of innovative leaders. In 1905, the Diamond Spiral Washing Machine Company founded the first factory in the village, and local businessmen established their own electric utility in 1909. Many of Tinley Park's current residents also have deep roots in this community. Brad Bettenhausen is the treasurer of the village of Tinley Park. He is also the president of the Tinley Park Historical Society and has conducted extensive research into the history of the community. His relatives once lived in the Carl Volkt building, listed on the National Register of Historic Places. This building is now used for commercial purposes. Brad Bettenhausen was also a relative of the late Tony Bettenhausen Sr., former Indy 500 race car driver. The motor industry remains ingrained in the blood of this family. The Bettenhausen Automotive Dealership has been a family-owned business for more than 50 years and continues to thrive in the village. Tinley Park is also home to many individuals who honorably served in the military. Private Henry M. Hardenberg was a volunteer infantryman in the Civil War. He earned the Medal of Honor after capturing and presenting a rebel flag to his corps commander. Unfortunately, Hardenberg was killed almost instantly by a sharpshooter while on duty in the trenches before receiving the nation's highest award for valor. Today, Tinley Park has a Veterans Commission to recognize contributions by the residents of the village who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. With its beautiful parks and easy access to jobs, among other things, the village of Tinley Park was selected as the best place in America to raise kids by Bloomberg Business Week in 2010. And after learning about this village's rich history and how far it's come firsthand, I can see why residents of this community are proud to say, "I'm from Tinley." For SSC 360, I'm Paul Gournay, and thanks for watching.